Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try another one from Transient Artisan Ales. This is called Hype Yeast. Double Dry Hopped India Pale Ale, 6.8% ABV. And that's all that's on the can. No date, $3.79. I did pick this up at Hoffman Street Grocery. And it just went off. Let's check to see if they say anything. Double Dry Hopped, Idaho 7, Citra, Michigan, Cashmere, and Azacca. So Idaho 7 could be good. I did like that in my smash beers. So hopefully it's good. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure they don't list the yeast. I don't know why you would call it hype yeast if you're not saying what yeast you're using. Seems kind of weird to me, but that's just me. Jeez. Okay. Let's go ahead and open this, get it into a glass, see what we think. You know, I was thinking when I picked this up, just by what it was saying, I was thinking maybe 2, 3, 4 different kinds of yeast mixed together. You know, I've heard, I haven't done it, that usually the strongest yeast will take over in a beer. So I'm just saying, if you use like US-05 yeast that's clean, then maybe a DIPA from Omega, that might have like a fruity citrus, pear, apricot, or something like that, that you won't get the clean plus the fruit or the citrus, that you'll only get the strongest one. But yeah, I don't know why they would call it hype yeast if they didn't tell us what yeast is used. No head. What bubbles I do have are white. Golden yellow in color. Can't see through it. I can see my fingers, but I can't see the outline of the light box. Let's go ahead and smell. Juicy fruit with a touch of yeast. Like a sweet, juicy fruit, almost New England style, very back end, dry hop, flame out, dry hop, like that. Passion fruit, like very juicy fruit, passion fruit is what I get out of this. Let's go ahead and taste. It's definitely on the sweeter side. I think it's the Cashmere hops that are coming out the most. It's got like that, what I call, the aftertaste. It's got like that big juicy fruit, but then there's some dankness mixed in there. But the aftertaste is like a very sweet tropical fruit. Like if you took mango, pineapple, every single fruit and mixed them together, but dumped a ton of sugar on them, it's more of that sweety grain, juicy fruit than anything. I don't think the yeast is doing that. Very smooth. For it's 6.8%, so it's not a double IPA. It's almost drinking like a pale ale. The body is very light, but the taste, it is bold. So it's almost like they don't match in those terms. So maybe the yeast is doing something, but I feel that the yeast isn't giving off that much, that it's more of the hops than the yeast. And I'm only saying that because it's hype yeast. So I was figuring we would get maybe a different taste, a different smell from the yeast than anything, but it tastes like it's all hops to me. But I'm going to go back to the Michigan copper hops. It has that taste, but it's like sweeter and covered up with that juicy fruit in there. I wouldn't say it's spicy, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I've heard a lot that hops grown in Michigan have a spicier quality than most other places. Like I've heard Cascade it's like a spicy Cascade, and I've not had that. But I didn't know there was Michigan Cashmere hops. Yeah, Michigan Cashmere. I'll have to see if I can find them. I do know a couple hop places, and I know like the owner of a hop place. So I'll have to see. But yeah, there is a spicy quality to that, and I'm gonna say it's coming out of the Cashmere just because it says Michigan. So that could be way off. Put the rest in here before I drink it all. I still don't I don't understand why you call it hype yeast and not list the yeast or try and feature the yeast. Maybe they are, but to me it tastes like hops because the hops in this beer I've obviously had in other beers, and there's nothing that really stands out different in there. And I think if they were trying to go through or for the yeast, that maybe something would be different, but it tastes more like a sweeter New England IPA than anything. Better head now. I'm going with the yeast isn't doing anything here. It's the dry hop, double dry hop of this that's really producing the smell and the taste. And I'm not sure what the yeast is doing. Let me check one more time. Yeah. Double dry hop with Idaho 7, Citra, Michigan, Cashmere, and Azacca. I like it. So on this, my friend's 4.12. I'd probably go 4.5 on this one. That Michigan copper hops I do not like at all, but I think this has enough fruitiness to at least balance out. If that Michigan Cashmere does have a lot more spice in it, to kind of cover that up, like I said, there is some spice there, but it's more juicy fruit than anything. So I would buy this all day long for $3.79. Is that what I said? Hopefully. But yeah, definitely a good one. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.